All right, welcome back, everybody. Today is Sunday, January 8th, and it is now the hopefully great year of 2017. And you have once again stumbled onto another episode of the amazing Southwest Florida Gamers podcast, where the year is 2050 and the megaplexes are monsters casting long shadows. When you become a shadow runner, that's where you live, in the cracks between the giant corporate structures. The megacorps are powerful in a time when power means information, computer information, flowing in the global network called the Matrix. My name is Matt, aka Oishii-san. I am here today with the one and only Scuba Hustle.
What's up, everybody?
We're also here today with Mr. JonRambo.
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
No, hold on. We need to redo that.
The intro was good.
Well, no,
it wasn't as much hype as yours.
Yeah, JonRambo's was kind of dull. Let's try it again. Ready?
All right, take it from the top.
All right. So my name's Matt, aka Oishii-san, and I'm here today with the one, the only Scuba Hustle.
Scuba Hustle.
And we're also joined with the great JonRambo.
I don't even know. I can't even.
Come on, Rambo. It's like, you know when you're playing Altered Beast and they turn into a beast and they're like, like fist pumping and like changing colors. That's the hype level that you gotta get when we're kicking off this podcast.
Oh man! All right, what's going on, everybody? Do you want me to go? I can go.
One more time.
I'm stripping down. I'm stripping down
from the top. All right.
All right. Let's do this one last time.
You gotta get like Hulkamaniac style and like just rip it off.
Yeah, brother! My name's Matt, a.k.a. Oishii-san, and I'm here with Scuba Hustle.
Ooh, yeah, Scuba Hustle.
We're also joined by Mr. JonRambo.
Yeah, what's up?
There we go. Now we got a podcast.
No one's going to join the slow clap?
Oh, sorry. I can slow clap myself. Is that?
You can slow clap yourself after the podcast.
Okay.
Oh man, what a mess.
Welcome
to 2017, guys.
Yes.
So it's off to a good start.
We're banging another podcast up right now.
How was everyone's holiday? Like bringing in the New Year's? Is it pretty good?
Yeah, no complaints. Not enough time to play video games, unfortunately. Too much family stuff.
Yeah, you were bombarded by family.
Yeah, how was your son's first Christmas?
It was pretty good. He didn't get any presents, and he'll be no worse for the wear because he had no idea it was Christmas.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh man, you can get away with that when they're young.
Yeah. I mean, well, he'll be what, 1.5 probably next Christmas, right? Give or take.
Yeah, exactly.
You might know then. Yeah, kids are smart.
I was just saying to the wife earlier today, like, how long until he could start playing Mario Kart with me?
I remember I had pictures of me in a laundry basket, my dad playing Atari. So, I mean, and I was in a diaper. So,
now do you But seriously, Scuba, like, what do you think is going to be your first, like, hardcore game introduction? How are you going to ease the youngling into the video game culture?
Oh, there's no easing in. He starts playing Dark Souls, and he's not allowed to play any other game until he beats it.
Playing Dark Souls from the beginning.
1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, or 3.
That's how we roll around here.
Are you gonna do 1, 2, or 3? That's the question.
Number 1.
One. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta start from the beginning at least.
Yeah.
Of Dark Souls, yeah. I mean that's where he's starting.
Well, there was another one. There was like Demon something was a prequel.
Demon Souls. That's even worse.
That's even that's freaking harder.
Yeah. And I can sit there with a whistle and every time he dies, blow the whistle.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, and then did you play Bloodborne? Was another game.
He'll be the greatest gamer of all time.
Yeah, if he can master that 1.5 years, man, I will bow to him every time I see him.
Yeah.
No, I think honestly, you got to start with the Super Mario side scrollers, moving left to right. I think they can pick those up at a pretty young age.
I think Super
So
Nintendo would be a good console to start them off on.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's
The
more
only problem
the
is,
colors
do
and stuff.
you let the kid touch your Super Nintendo controller when they're liable to be throwing on it and chewing on it?
I mean, yeah,
Just, I mean, they're still plentiful. Just get an extra. You can buy those,
True.
knockoff ones that are third
yeah,
party.
let him play with it. Yeah,
Oh,
buy a
that's
third-party
true.
cheap one. Let him.
And then one day he'll get to play with an OEM and be like, "Oh man,
Yeah,
what have I been missing?"
he'll be playing with some like third party controller that has like some loose fucking D-pad and squishy buttons and shit. And then when he's old enough, you'll
Is
let
there
him hand.
anything worse than third parties? And it's like growing up, you'd go to your friend's house, right? And you'd be talking smack on the way there, getting ready to play, and you'd show up and he'd get to be player one, and he'd get to have the real controller, and then he'd give you some third party bullshit with the bunk ass D-pad and all that stuff.
That's the
It's
worst.
always the
Yeah,
worst.
and it was always Mad Catz brand. Fuck Mad Catz.
Mad Catz are. I heard they're going under. They apparently put all their eggs in the Rock Band 4 basket. Like they hopped on board with Harmonix. Harmonix gave them like an exclusive deal to make all of the peripherals, and apparently Rock Band 4 didn't do so well. So I think Mad Catz went under.
Big Mike. Big Mike saying we always want a loose D-pad. That's true. Yep. You don't want loose buttons though. You want nice firm buttons and a nice firm fucking thumbstick. You don't want a loose thumbstick.
You want a firm thumbstick?
You want that firm fucking thumbstick. So.
All right, it's getting weird. It's getting weird.
Yeah, that's how it was all day today, Joe, with him. I'm telling you, at the flea markets.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys stop by and see Pat?
Yeah, we met up with him early, and we got the VIP exclusive entry in early.
So just to put a preference to this whole thing, or a reference, I don't know what the fuck the word is, but so this weekend, Rambo and I and another buddy of ours, Casper, we'll call him, we basically
because he's bald and white.
No, he calls himself Casper. I don't know, but we basically hung out both Saturday and Sunday morning. Saturday we went out garage sailing. Didn't find shit because it was basically rain fucking city here in Southwest Florida during non-rain season, so it was like the worst day to go garage sailing. But Rambo did hook up a deal on OfferUp or something.
Yeah, so the Facebook
he ended up getting.
I picked up like 10 PS2 games. Casper wanted one of them. He messaged the people the night before and was like, "Yo, I want it." And the guy I messaged, he was like, "Oh, it's first come first serve." Some guy messaged me yesterday. So Casper told me, I'm like, "All right, you can pick." He wanted, I think it was Yu Hakusho for the PS2, like a fighting game. So I gave it to him. But they had what was in there? 2 Full Metal Alchemist games, some other filler titles. But the one kicker, they had an Inuyasha factory sealed PS2 game that's going for like $70. And I picked it up for like $1. So I mean, that was probably the score of the day, I think.
So, yeah.
Other than
that was the score.
Casper's free.
That was the score of Saturday. Yeah. And then today, our buddy Pat, who's been on the podcast a couple times, he wanted to go sell some of his stuff at Flea Masters, so we wanted to get it in there early with him, just to try to walk the aisles a little bit and see if we could, get any deals on anything. We really didn't get any deals at Flea Masters early. However, we did talk with some of the resellers there. I know James in Games and another guy named Matt. They have shops there.
Justin, don't forget Justin.
Justin, yep. But we got some stuff from those guys. And then we just but it was fucking balls cold this morning. Holy shit, my nuts were like fucking, I don't know, walnut fucking size. It was so cold.
That's normal though. So.
But then we went to Ortiz and Casper.
We fucking cleaned up.
And we the very first booth that we go to, they have this box of like games behind the counter that we see. So I walk around the counter and I'm like, "Can we look at your box?" And they're like, "Yeah." So we start digging through there, blah, blah, blah. We don't really find too much in there. And then Mark's like, oh, do you have any other games? And the guy's like, yeah. And so he brings out this Nintendo 64 branded, like, game case shelf sort of thing. Like a sliding in case. It was all hard plastic and stuff. And you could put your individual loose N64 games in there. And we open it up. And the very first fucking game that we see is Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is, it's like over $100 loose card alone game. And the guy's like, yeah, I'll take $5 a game. And Mark's just like, yep. Casper, just like, Casper's just like, $40 for everything? And they're like, okay. So then he ended up walking around with that for the rest of the day. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
Pretty cool. I love I know exactly the plastic drawer thing you're talking about. I love like old cases like that. Like I think that stuff's even cooler than the original carts because it's like like the peripherals and like kind of the game cases and stuff like that actually came out at the time are like really cool. It's like it even like kind of sets the stage for what things were like back then, even more than the console.
Yeah,
it definitely was. It was a pretty good find.
It was good times. So what have you guys been playing lately? Anything?
Why don't you take it first, Adam?
Me, I haven't been doing shit, honestly. I'm waiting for Dragon Quest VIII to come out. I think that's coming out on the 20th of this month. So.
Wow, you're going back in.
I'm going in. I know this is going to be more action intense than 7 was, and I know it will give me something to do until March.
What's March?
You know what March is. Don't even front.
It's St. Patty's Day. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, what? You're looking forward to playing Breath of the Wild on your Wii U?
The Nintendo bitch? Is that what you're talking about?
I can't wait to buy the Nintendo bitch.
Okay.
Good old Nintendo bitch. But no, I haven't been playing much of anything. Just doing Pokemon Shuffle and Mario Run.
Mario Run. I see. I missed last episode. I appreciate Big Mike hopping on and talking Mario Run with you, but just my opinion on it, I never actually bought the entire game. I think I played enough. I think you told me, Matt, that I played enough with the first 3 levels to kind of get the feel of what it is. I played the Toad Rally. I collected all the coins on the first 3 levels. It's fine. I don't think that it's good. I don't think it's the big killer iOS app that Nintendo needs, but it's fine.
No, well, first of all, do you still have it on your phone?
Yeah, no, and still occasionally while I'm dropping a deuce, I throw it on and I do a Toad Rally or two. But it's
You got to add me as a friend on there, man.
I did.
Oh my God.
Are we friends?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know, Joel. He doesn't even know.
He's probably got so many friends on there that I'm buried down at the bottom of the list somewhere. It's okay.
No.
We've only done a year's worth of podcast together.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I need 10 friends to get to unlock one of the things to get 50.
No, don't ask me.
Coins.
Do not ask me. Do not ask me.
But no, and for Nintendo, I don't think it was meant to be this blockbuster app for to dominate the App Store or whatever.
App Store, yeah.
It was, yeah. I think it's just more intended to keep Mario at the front and center to the most amount of people possible, so that even though we're heavy into gaming and it's a lot of what incorporates things that are important to us, the majority of people, used to play games as kids and now they're adults and they don't even think about it anymore. But Nintendo's banking on these people seeing Mario again, reigniting nostalgia and wanting them to go out and buy things like their fucking NES Classic Edition if they can find it. Getting them.
No, that's the thing. They don't want people to buy the NES Classic Edition. Otherwise, they would have made a few more of them.
Yeah, I would.
I mean,
agree
it's
with
so
that,
stupid. It was the hot Christmas toy, and they didn't build any of them. You couldn't get them anywhere. It's so stupid. The artificial scarcity doesn't work when you're putting out a $60 plug and play. It was really, really dumb of them. They could have probably sold 3 times what they ended up selling.
Yeah, more likely than not, but it's to be expected. I mean, Nintendo always puts out low numbers of stuff. I mean,
do you think they do you think they do that with the Switch though? Because it's such a dumb idea. Because one of the things that, and we'll talk about this at more length later, but one of the things that killed the Wii U was third parties pulling out because sales were soft. But if you go and you actually get them on the shelves and everybody that's going to buy them, all the Nintendo faithful buy them at once at the beginning, and you sell 10 million in your first few months, then the third parties aren't going to pull out.
Well, you always want to pull out, otherwise you're going to be a daddy. What? Hello?
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, ever since the Wii, as far as I can remember, Nintendo has kind of been notorious for underproducing their hardware and different products for whatever reason. I don't know if it's part of their business making design to like intentionally cause artificial scarcity, or if it's just part of their business planning to that's just how they crunch the numbers to be safe. I have no idea.
Or what do you think if the cost of the parts cost it goes up, and that's why they have to potentially limit the supply?
I mean,
I don't know. It's probably a fixed cost.
Yeah, I mean,
but I know it gets cheaper for them as time goes on.
Unless it's like a natural disaster, prices on technology doesn't really go up, as far as I know.
Right.
Or shortage.
I mean, over time it always goes down. But we could talk about this some more later. I think this will come back up.
Yeah, the Switch. Let's switch topics. Huh?
Oh, I like it. Like it. Well done.
Well, let's switch. Let me just quickly bring up because I'm pretty pumped for it. January 12th at like 11 fucking p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So it's 4 days, guys, from now. Just if anybody didn't know the calendar. It's what, Thursday?
There's going to be a big... Yeah, Thursday, I think. There's going to be a big Switch press release event on the internets. And I'm hearing rumors it's going to be like an hour long. And I think they're just going to lay it all out on the table. Nintendo's going to go through all their information, go over what the system can do beyond just swapping controllers, go over more initial games and, more third-party companies that might be designing games for it and whatnot. So
is it going to be like in the format of a direct? Is that what they're doing? Or you don't know?
I think pretty much it's just going to be an informational video. I don't know if it's going to be live. It might be pre-produced. I have no idea.
Oh man, I'd totally watch it if they did the puppets like they did with Iwata and Reggie.
Yeah, the Star Fox puppets.
It was so awesome.
So yeah, I'll be up for that to watch that on Thursday.
Do me a favor, if it's puppets presenting, please drop me a text message because I'll definitely turn it on.
One thing that has me excited though, and this was leaked like a week or two ago.
Oh my God.
Nintendo had some more patent documents that came to light, and one of them was a design for a 3D headset similar. It looked like something that was like virtual reality, but it was similar to how like the smartphone or the Samsung phone headsets work. Yeah, where you take the Switch tablet and you put it into the headset, and it was like a virtual reality display. So I'm really hoping that with this one console, you have home TV play, portable play, and VR headset to play all in one. That would be pretty fucking tits McGee, if you ask me.
Have you guys ever seen the Nintendo On hoax video from like 2008? It is amazing. All right, so a long time ago when what was it? Wii was Project Dolphin. Was that its code name?
No, that was
Or is that just the emulator?
GameCube.
Okay. What was the code name for the Wii? You remember off the top of your head?
Let's take a look here.
All right. At any rate, so somebody put together a fake launch trailer, and if you actually watch it, it's so well done that it had a lot of people in like the games journalism, think that it was real, and that the Wii was actually going to be a virtual reality headset, and the video still holds up. There's a few things that tip that it's not real, like when you're watching it when you don't know that it's real, but it made people just absolutely go bananas back in 2008 because they thought, oh man, Nintendo's making a virtual reality headset. So I'll actually send you guys the link. You can watch it.
It was codename Revolution.
Revolution!
Yeah, Dolphin was GameCube. Project Cafe was Wii U.
Yeah.
Cafe.
I mean, that's.
Oh,
that's
I know.
what it says.
Oh, I know why it was Cafe. There's like a picture, some sort of like 3D picture in the like test picture in a couple of the Wii U games at a cafe. That's pretty interesting.
I go further back if you want. I got N64, Project Reality, Ultra 64 was that one.
Good thinking.
Project Reality was a good name.
Good thinking, Scuba, with the link in the text chat. Nice.
Well, except now they're going to turn off the podcast and go watch the Nintendo On video.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
taking away our viewers. No.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Watch it after the show, guys.
Yeah. Froby, Rob Brown, watch it after the show. Don't watch it while you're
What's
watching.
Up, Froby watching live? We always
I don't know. He's probably playing Ark right now on Xbox.
Caller of all time, Froby.
This fucking game Ark like casts a curse on everyone that plays it, and they just can't play anything else.
I mean, well, I jumped in. I bought Star. What did I buy? Star Ocean for the PS4. I jumped into that over the weekend, and I just recently put FF14 back in tonight. So
I haven't started it yet. I bought Final Fantasy. I went and bought 3 games. I bought Steep, which is like that new winter sports game, really cool to play with friends. I bought Final Fantasy 15. Excuse me.
Yeah, I have that too. Yeah, I have that one too.
And I bought Last Guardian. I never played the Last. I got them. It was like buy 2 get 1. They added Gamers Club Unlocked. I got all 3 games for $90 at Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't had any time, so I already traded the Last Guardian in because I just have no desire to play it. I haven't started Final Fantasy 15. The only thing I've been playing, honestly, is Rogue Legacy, which.
Yeah, I have that. It's mad good. Yeah.
You played a lot of it?
Yeah, I played it a bunch, and it's just a really fun, like, Super Ghouls and Ghosts kind of feel, kind of.
Right. It's kind of like a cross between, like, Super Ghouls and Ghosts and, like, old school Castlevania.
Yeah.
And it's, like, just one of those games you could pick up and play for 5-10 minutes, and that's, like, with how crazy the holidays have been, that was ideal.
Yeah, I think I got that back when it was free on PSN way back in the day.
That's when I got it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, so, like, I know we didn't talk about this before, but like I think my New Year's resolution in terms of gaming is, I've got so many video games. I'd like to stop acquiring games in bulk and actually try and get to the backlog. And I know that everybody that's listening, either right now or in the future, is going to say, yeah, good luck with that. But I'd really like to go back and play some of the games I already have in my catalog.
Yeah.
I really want to play Red Dead Redemption.
I want to play the new one. I want to play the new ones coming out like next month or the month after.
I did what everybody else did in that game. I played it forever. Then I finally got to Mexico, and I'm like, wait, like I'm just getting to a new portion of the map, and I stopped playing. But I've just finished season 1 of Westworld. I want to play a Western game. I'm gonna hop back into Red Dead.
Yeah, I know it's backwards compatible on the Xbox now.
We just finished Westworld too. That was kind of interesting.
Oh, it was so good. It's a slow burn. A lot of people complained to me, like when I recommended it, that they were quite a few episodes in. It was still kind of slow, but like episodes 8, 9, and 10 they're awesome. It's well worth the wait.
It'll be interesting to see how they do like a second season, because at the end, I mean, basically the whole fucking cat's out of the bag at the end of the first season. So it's like season 2 will be so completely different than season 1.
Right.
Big.
It'll be interesting.
Big Mike saying that the platinum trophy in Rogue Legacy was pretty hard to get.
Yeah, I haven't even tried that.
Okay, here's the thing. I was looking at the trophy list because I'm always when I start playing a game and like it, I start saying to myself, "Oh, I'm gonna get the platinum trophy." I looked at the Rogue Legacy trophies, and apparently you have to beat it with a profile dying 15 times or less, and I was like, "That's
I've already fucking done that. Like the first day I had it.
You did that?
No, I like died more than 15 times the first day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I platinumed that game the first day I had it.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
So shout out, props to Big Mike. If you got that platinum trophy and you beat that game without dying 15 times, and big ups.
That's fucking insane. That game is hard as shit too.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I hope the Switch has some sort of fucking
oh my God
achievement system like trophies.
I thought we were switching topics.
You just said Switch.
I see your face. I see your face. I see your face.
You see this?
Yeah, I do.
It's well documented how I feel about the Switch talk, and I know that's not fair because we're getting really close, and everybody's really excited about it. So I'm open to discussing it. But
I mean, I'm indifferent about it. I know Matt's more Nintendo.
Yeah, no, and it's coming up, and it's a big deal. So
oh shit,
it's a big deal. But speaking of this big deal and the Switch coming out,
why you do jazz hands?
Because it's a big deal.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make a fucking segue transition here, verbally, showing you guys.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. Don't worry.
So Joel thought it would be a good idea to basically put the Wii U to rest and fucking have a WiiUlogy and basically take it out to pasture to shoot it in the face.
Well done, WiiUlogy. I like that.
Yep, the WiiUlogy. So we've put together some kind words here for the Wii U. And right now, when I edit this thing together, I will cue in some, sad graveyard music. Funeral music. So we'll definitely put that in there. But I'll go ahead and read through this. Or Scuba, you want to read through this?
Let me see. What am I reading through? No, I mean, it looks like you wrote a lovely eulogy, and I think that as I mean, basically, you're married to Nintendo, so it's like you're putting a loved one in the ground right now, and I think that you need to speak from the heart.
Are you gonna bury your Wii U, Matt, when the Switch comes out?
I mean, from the one buried in the ground, a fucking flower is about to sprout. So, but so I'll read through these kind words here.
Look at you! You're already ready to hop right back on the scene.
Hell yeah, dude! Never quit. Gotta keep hustling. Okay, so Wii U, you leave us with memories that no one can steal. And you leave us with heartache that time alone can heal. If we could only build a stairway from our heartache and pain, we'd climb it and bring you home to us again. You'll never be more than a moment apart, for our thoughts will keep you alive in our hearts. Whoops, sorry. Our family chains been severed, the joined links briefly gone, but our bond will be whole again, as we're called, one by one. Wii U, as you settle in your new life above, take time to look down to see how much you're loved. That's the end.
I mean, wow. that was good.
Was that moving or what?
I mean, did you write that?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check, clarify.
I Control-C, Control-V'd it.
I mean, okay, all right. I mean, that's good. That's enough.
Guys,
that's enough writing.
These aren't tears. My eyes are sweating. Okay.
I mean, I can't see you. You're all black. You're a ghost.
I am.
Yeah,
How
you're a
apropos,
ghost.
right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take it back to the beginning. All right. With some fond memories. The Wii U was announced April 25th, 2011. All right. So it's been about 5.5 years since it was announced. As JonRambo previously mentioned, it was called Project Cafe, and it launched on November 8th, 2012 in North America. And it was actually the first Nintendo console to launch in North America before it launched in Japan. So I know that I had a hell of a time getting my hands on one at the beginning. I waited in line at Target. They only got one deluxe system, and if you guys remember, there were two different models. You had the black deluxe system that had the 32 gigabytes of memory, and you had the 8-bit white basic that nobody wanted because a single game could completely fill up your system memory. So I waited in line with a bunch of old ladies that were in front of me trying to get gifts for their kids, and they got the only deluxe system that was in there. So I bought a basic, but I never opened it. Matt, I'm sure that you got one at launch. What was your experience?
No, I actually, not to disappoint, but I did not get one at launch. I didn't buy one until until later.
Surprising.
I know.
All right, so why did you not get one at launch?
I really, to be honest, I really didn't get back into heavy video game like collecting and interest again until I was with my wife, and she's like, why don't you go out and do this stuff? And that was probably about a year after the Wii U was officially available. So I missed like the first whole year of the Wii U, and that's when I got back into it.
Gotcha.
And
I just got mine last Christmas, guys. So I'm like,
So I mean, better late than never, right? I mean,
yeah, I got it for the kids, got it for the kids so they can play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid system. First Nintendo system with HD graphics. So, I mean, that was something. It was interesting to see like the Mario franchise and Mario Kart, everything in HD for the first time. Everything looked great. Woefully underpowered compared to the competition because it kind of came out near the end of the PS3 and Xbox 360, and it was like comparable to those. So as soon as the Xbox One and PS4 came out, it was really far behind. But I guess at the end of the day, Nintendo doesn't really need that kind of power. I don't know if the Switch is going to have, power comparable to the PS4 or not. I've heard conflicting things. I guess we'll find that out for sure in a little bit. Have you heard anything further on that, Matt?
Everyone says it's going to be potentially comparable to the Xbox that's out now.
Xbox One.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's the Scorpio one or if it's just the regular Xbox One, but that's where they're saying it kind of falls in line.
I mean, if it's a Scorpio, then that's better graphics, better basically everything.
But
yeah, I mean, no, I that's not what I've heard. I've heard it's going to be comparable to like the launch PS4 and the launch Xbox, which would be keeping in Nintendo's recent tradition. I mean, they don't care as much about power. You just hope that it doesn't do the same thing regarding third-party support that happened with the Wii U, where you were just kind of getting like older games adapted to the Wii U, and then eventually everybody moved on and third parties moved on. But I think that actually contributed to it being the worst-selling Nintendo home console. It only sold just over 13 million, and it was the worst-selling Nintendo home console by a lot. The next lowest was the GameCube at 21 million. So the Switch really, it shouldn't be hard for the Switch to beat
that.
Yeah. I mean, that's really low.
So
13 million's not a lot.
Get your Wii U's now because they're gonna be rare.
What was the time frame of that 13 million of the course, the span of the lifetime of the Wii U, or at launch?
Yeah,
or
so that's lifetime. So that's November of 2012 to
So it's
date.
like,
It only sold 13 million.
so that's what, 5 years? That's almost 3 mil a year, give or take, a little less than 3 mil.
Yeah, and I mean it's surprising. It's a really good console. I mean, it has a lot of really good games on it. You had things that went viral, like the Luigi death stare, and that was all anybody was talking about for weeks. And you'd think that would sell more systems, but it didn't. Mario Kart 8 was great. You couldn't go to a meetup or to I mean, people were always playing like Smash Brothers when I would go to gaming bars and stuff like that. So it had great games. People loved it. People just didn't buy it. And I really don't know if you want to do an autopsy of it. I mean, I personally think that what did it in. I know a lot of people say the messaging. People didn't understand that it was different from the Wii because of the name. I just think the price never got to the right spot. I think the sweet spot for a Nintendo console is somewhere around $250. It's more likely that your casual gamer will buy it at that price. And it took an awful long time to get down where it is, and it's still what, $299?
Yeah, I mean, I'll check real quick. I'll let you know.
Matt, you're the biggest Nintendo fan. Why do you think that the Wii U struggled so much?
Well, before we get into this, how about we take a short break, and then we'll go into why I think the Nintendo Wii U failed so much. We're back. That was the best break ever.
Yeah, that I took a nice long nap during that break.
I know, right?
And the break music, well done, great choice.
Yep, thanks post editing. This is amazing.
That song's gonna be in my head all night.
So, okay, for me, why do I think the Wii U failed? Obviously, naming is probably one of the top 3 reasons why. Even just not only the naming, but the fucking, it's the same exact shape. It's the same fucking system. There's no difference in design, so it's hard to differentiate that as well. And it's online gaming for Nintendo blows ass. There's no bones about it. There's no chat. It's hard to, link up with your friends, and there's just, no third-party support for the most part. And the third-party games that do make it on there, they're watered-down versions of their, PlayStation and Xbox counterparts. So, I mean, it's like no fucking shit. It's not a good system, but or didn't sell very well. It is a good system in my opinion. The Nintendo first-party and second-party games that made it out there were amazing. Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. Bayonetta 2 was special to that one. Star Fox was awesome. You had that Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which was a pretty cool game. Mario Maker. So there's a ton of.
Well, no, I mean, you say a ton. No, there wasn't, and I think that was another big problem. Was the droughts in between those games. You can't have a home console today where you don't have third-party support and a consistent stream of games coming out. You can't have like 2 major releases a year and expect people to be like, wow, I got to get this system. Yeah, I think that was another one of the big problems that they faced with it. I think that it might get solved with the Switch because it seems like if they're going to unify their platforms and only have one console that they need to support, it'll get a lot better. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I don't
true.
know. So yeah. No.
I mean,
What's
go
up?
ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead,
No, go
Rambo.
ahead. No, go. No. I mean, the price is still pretty high. It's like 280 still on Amazon.
Yeah, and I mean, come on. If you can go buy an Xbox One for $299, or I mean,
Even
you
cheaper.
can get the Uncharted bundle of a PS4 for $250. I could not give anybody the advice that they should go buy a Wii U over a PS4 or an Xbox One. It doesn't
Yeah,
make
doesn't
any
make sense.
sense.
Yeah,
There's so many more games on the other two.
But it's again, it's not about quantity, but it might be about quality for some people. Not saying that the other systems have bad quality, but if the quality you're looking for is Nintendo IP, it's a whole fucking different story.
Right, but that's not quality. That's IP. I mean,
Okay, so it's not about quantity; it's IP versus quantity. So there.
right. It's if you want to play Mario, if you want to play Zelda, then
You got to buy
you got to go
Nintendo.
play. And I'll say it for the 100th time, if they would just release the next Zelda game on Xbox One and PS4, they'd do
You'd have
GTA 5
millions.
numbers.
Oh yeah, probably even more than that.
So it doesn't make sense, but I get why they do it. Because every once in a while you'll lightning will strike and you'll do Wii numbers, and they probably made so much money off of the Wii, and that's what they're hoping for again.
Yeah. Well, even their I mean, look at their Mario Run game. So I think the statistics I read was it was like downloaded like 90 million times or something like that, and it was purchased like at a third percentage, 30% of that. So I mean that's a lot of fucking money at $10 each, you know.
That's 30. That's 30. I mean, that's 30 million people paying for it at $10 is.
It was something like I mean maybe I got an
Yeah.
extra zero in there somewhere, you know, but maybe it was 9
Couple
million,
zeros, maybe.
9 million and 3 million bought it or whatever. But it was like they ended up walking out with like 30 million fucking dollars just for that little app, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think now's a good time. Let's each count down our top 3 Wii U games, and I think the way that we should do it is this. I think we should each go around and say our number 3, take turns, and then we can discuss the games at that time. And then if it comes up again later, we don't have to discuss it any further. But I think that's probably the most efficient way of doing it. So why don't you start us off, Oishii? What's your number 3 Wii U game?
number 3, Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker.
Now that didn't make my list.
Yeah, mine either.
Definitely an honorable mention. Why'd you have it as your number 3?
Just because it opened up a whole world of creativity for the entire existence of humankind to partake in. And for the Wii U version, I mean, you could share your levels, you could play anyone's levels, you know, and you could just pretty much anything you've ever wanted to experience in a Mario game, you could make it and have your friends play your creations and watch them as they you know, try the diabolical shit that you've built and watch their reactions to it. And so it was a pretty cool way to really interact with your friends in terms of gaming.
Absolutely. I think it really brought back the 2D, the retro 2D. I think that was the best part about it, was the ability to change the graphics. You got your Super Mario World, you've got your Super Mario 3, and I thought that was the neatest part about it, how it all seamlessly switched over. So I really enjoyed playing the 100 Mario Challenge. I enjoyed playing, the uploaded levels a little bit. But I didn't get too much past that, so that's why it wasn't on my list. It didn't have staying power for me, and I know that some people are really passionate about it, and I think it's got a great community and that it'll be around for a long time. I hope they find a way to move it over to the Switch. It would be a real missed opportunity if they didn't, but I think that's going to turn them, whether or not the Switch has a touchpad.
Fingers crossed for Zelda Maker.
Probably not.
It would be amazing.
That would be.
Did you get to experience Super Mario Maker, Rambo?
Yeah, your house one time.
What'd
Just
you
one
think of
time.
it?
I mean, your fucking stupid fucking castle fucking maze fucking level. I wanted to punch you in the face.
See, that's the experience I'm talking about. I got to watch him want to punch me in the face because he couldn't figure out my level.
I mean, I've said, I'm not a big Nintendo guy, but I mean, I get the idea. Like, we have Scott is a big fanatic of fucking Mario Maker. He fucking, he loves that
Made
game.
some of the top ranked levels in
Yeah.
the world.
So I mean, like, for people that we know to be like that and passionate about that type of game, I mean, I probably won't personally buy it, but I mean, I did have fun trying to figure out Matt's fucking.
I think it's a
bullshit
good
level.
game for kids too, just to like
Be creative.
learn and build and be creative. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely innovative insofar as for the first time people could make their own Mario levels.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
It's kid friendly, am I right, Rambo?
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, what was it? Kid ass friendly.
Kid ass friendly.
Kid ass friendly.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
At any rate, my number 3 was Nintendo Land. It came as a pack-in. Some of the most fun that I had with my Wii U was playing Mario Chase with friends, sitting around having a couple beers. Everybody was blown away by it back in 2012, early 2013 when it came out. Probably the only good use that I can really think of the gamepad, other than at least done by Nintendo. The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest was a ton of fun. Same thing. Spent a lot of time playing that. That didn't really use the gamepad the way as well as Mario Chase did. But I had a blast with Nintendo Land. I thought it was a great party game, and it kind of was, like I said, the only reason the only game where you really needed the gamepad.
Yeah, Nintendo Land was fun. That Zelda thing, I'm pretty sure it did use the gamepad. Like if you had 2 players, it was really fun with 2 players, and like one person used a bow, and I think one person, or did they both use bow? One used the screen, and
No,
one...
I think you're right. I think the people that had the Wii controllers, the Wiimotes, had swords, and the bow and arrow was the gamepad. Maybe?
Yes, something like that.
Something like that. It's been a while.
But I remember the Super Metroid one. That was pretty fun too. You actually got to fly around in Samus's spaceship and kind of you have to fly around an area and shoot targets and whatnot. And that was challenging.
You know what? I think in honor of the Wii U, we should play some Nintendo Land at the next meetup.
We totally could. January 28th. Everyone's welcome. Check the page for details.
All right. And we will be playing a little Nintendo Land.
Yeah, we got. It's actually going to be kind of I think a musically themed meetup.
Oh my god.
I'm bringing a sing party for the Wii U with the microphone, so it's going to be good times.
Does it have Gangnam Style on it?
Probably.
That seems like the kind of thing that would be on that game.
What about you?
All right, JonRambo, number 3.
I would say Xenoblade Chronicle X. Even though I didn't finish it, Matt hooked me up with the title. I bought it. We tried to play together. I mean, the concept of the game, the graphics were pretty good. For Nintendo game, for a role playing game. But I mean, I enjoyed it for the time I played it. I still gotta get back into it and finish it. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the concept. I'm a big RPG kind of guy, so I like my RPGs.
It was like a single player RPG that played like an MMO RPG.
Yeah.
And it's really a huge expansive world, and at the end the story really does get pretty interesting in the last few chapters as you figure out what's going on and what happened. But probably my favorite part about that whole game is you almost right away when you start the game, you get out into the wild and there's these bird enemies. They look like ostriches, sort of. But They're like big fucking turkeys. I don't know what the fuck they are. But from, like, you know, where a turkey has that shit, like, hanging out underneath its chin or its beak or whatever? These motherfuckers...
this will be good.
These motherfuckers, no kidding, had a ball sack hanging off their chin. It was 2 balls in a fucking sack, and it was tan colored.
Like Peter Griffin.
No, it was like a dangling fucking ball sack.
I don't remember that guy.
Oh, hold on. Ball sack bird Xenoblade.
I'd love to see your Google search history.
I know.
Okay, the very first thing. Okay, so is that a ball sack on that bird's gullet? That's
All right, send a
Game
picture.
Facts.
Let me see a picture. Send a picture.
Actually, no. Put it in the Facebook.
Yeah, link it up on
live.
Facebook.
Yeah, we'll put it in here. Let me see if I can copy this quick. Make sure this link works and it's not going to some sort of midget dick porn.
Midget porn.
Yeah. All right, yeah, here we go. This link works just fine. We're going to post this. Here we go. Bam! It's in there.
All right, I'm opening it up.
Me too. I'm trying to.
I'm looking at it right now. I mean, that's worse than a Peter Griffin fucking chin, if you ask me.
That's fairly explicit. I'm guessing this was rated M.
No, it's like, what is that?
That's all. It's like something that one of the programmers probably put in as a joke, and somehow it just stuck. That's awful. Okay, moving on.
All right.
Oishii, your number 2 game.
Number 2. This might be a little bit controversial, but I'm gonna go with Star Fox. And
wow, that is controversial.
Yeah, and it's pack-in little bonus game with Slippy the Toad. I forget what it's called.
Star Fox Guard.
Star Fox Guard, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So,
all right. So most people think that the game, the controls are awful on it. Why is that your number 2 game?
I don't know. It was just, kind of a nice, fast-paced action game. Arcade-style game. It really, I think at the time, scratched an itch that I needed, and it was just fun to play through. I don't know why people are bitching so much about the control scheme, because there is an option to, you could like turn off the motion control or something that everyone was complaining about, so you didn't really have that issue anymore.
Is that how you played?
Yeah, I turned the thing off. But then Star Fox Guard, it was actually kind of fun because, for people that don't know, this game, you're kind of like guarding this base, and on the base there's these different cameras, and each camera has a separate screen on your TV. So you got to pay attention to all these different screens to watch different enemies coming, and you get all these fucking different enemies coming at you at once. And you're clicking on the gamepad trying to attack the enemies that are coming as you see them on the screen. And it was fun because my wife and I would basically tag team the game. I would
cheat.
I would be playing it, but she'd be like, "Okay, camera 9, camera 8, go," and tell me where to go. So it was kind of fun to play 2-player like that. It really just made it more palatable. Yeah, palatable.
Edible.
Yep, edible. Yum.
I bought Star Fox with the Star Fox Guard. I have not opened it yet. I'm well documented as I'm not ready to move on to the Switch. I still have so many Wii U games to play. So that's on my backlog. That's part of my New Year's resolution, is to spend a little bit of time with Star Fox. Usually, Star Fox 64 was what, like an hour game. How long does it take to beat Star Fox 0?
If you just do a straight through run, it wouldn't take very long at all. The challenge comes in to, trying to get all the collectible medals in a level, trying to get the high scores in the levels, and that kind of shit. So that's replaying the levels.
That Japanese stuff, I can't stand that when you have to get a score on a level. I remember trying to play Devil May Cry, And like to get any of the trophies, you have to get like S ratings on all the levels. I can't stand that. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Did you play Star Fox, Adam?
No, I didn't know. One time at your house, I think that was it.
Okay.
With the first stage, yeah, not my cup of tea.
We gotta get you to turn that on, the Wii U on some more.
I mean, the kids play Minecraft on it. That's basically what they do now.
Yeah.
I said on my PS4, they got it on Minecraft on the Wii U. So.
All right, Rambo. What's your number 2 pick?
Number 2.
It's Joel, right? Joel?
Go ahead, Rambo.
I would say maybe some Pokken tournament.
Wow. All right.
That's a fair choice. I mean, it was a very unique fighting game specifically for the system. That was kind of fun. It was challenging.
Yeah, with Pokemon, just basically Pokemon driven. You can pick out of a select few. I wish they had more Pokemon. That's the probably only negative thing. They should have had potentially more Pokemon.
Yeah, it was.
Who was your favorite Pokemon to play as?
Shit.
Charizard, you know it.
I mean, who the fuck was it? I know Matt's Gengar, but I whooped his ass so many times one time.
Oh,
Gengar!
Yeah, I whooped his ass.
I think you guys need a rematch at the next.
Well, that's just because he was button smashing.
Like there's some unsettled scores.
I mean, yeah, I still whooped your ass. You played a lot more than I did, but I know the Pikachu's a little overpowered though. They got what's it, Pika Libre?
Yeah, Pika Libre.
He's pretty quick.
So yeah,
this is really interesting because we're all choosing completely different games. I think it really does speak to the quality of Nintendo games where you can ask 3 people to do top 3s and they're all coming up with completely different games on the same console.
Yeah, I'm just basically picking. I haven't played too much Wii U, so I'm just
he's picking the only 3 games he ever played.
Well,
I mean,
if he played one less, this would be a top 2 for us all.
But you know what? There's probably somebody out there listening like, wow, that Rambo knows games. Like that's my list exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pokken Tournament. I mean, it's a fun game. It's a lot more technical, I think, than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
At first, it's kind of like I don't know. It feels like it's a button
every
smasher.
Fighting game, though. Like, yeah, that's every fighting game. Anybody can pick up and play for the most part, but it gets really deep, and then like you go online and somebody just spends the entire time juggling you in the air.
Yeah, but this one, the camera angles and the support you get from other Pokemon, it's definitely it throws a different mix and then into the fire.
That's cool.
Yeah, buddy. All right, we're down to number 1s now.
No, my number 2.
Dude, why are you skipping?
Oh, what's your number 2? I thought we had your number 2.
I'm about to drop the deuce here.
Oh, we just talked about Star Fox for so long. I thought we got yours too. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, so mine is Super Mario 3D World. I kind of obvious choice. Not that great in the pantheon of Mario games, but that being said, first one to let you play 4 players at once. Had a ton of fun playing with my brother and my wife that holiday season when it came out. We played a ton of it together. I think it was fun. I hope they do something a lot more innovative on the Switch with the Mario game, because they really haven't done anything very innovative. I guess the Galaxy games were interesting. How they brought it to space. You could go completely around the little mini planets and everything. But this was kind of just, it took what they did on the 3DS and moved it to the Wii U. But when you added the 4 players, I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, that was I like that game a lot too. It was kind of my first jump back into Nintendo fanboyism again, along with Nintendo Land. But yeah, it was just, I thought it was a pretty, a really good, well-developed game design, kind of halfway between, like Super Mario Galaxy and just like the Mario Wii U side scroller. So it fit a really nice.
It was solid.
Yeah.
It wasn't like knock your socks off good, but I mean it was solid.
Yeah, my socks stayed on while I played.
All right.
Feet were warm.
I have no comment.
All right, Matt. Drum roll.
I gotta go with Mario Kart 8.
And I'll hop in. That's my number one as well.
That's not my number
Booyah! So, my wife and I probably spent more time playing Mario Kart 8 than any other Wii U game. And, I mean, just, what can I say? Playing online. It had great course, great visuals. A lot of fucking characters and bikes and options to choose from. And then with the DLC that came out for it, I mean, like...
DLC was great.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
A lot of good stuff with that. It was just playing online, everything. It was just really a lot of fun.
I think that Double Dash was great. I think that 64 was fun while it was out. Doesn't hold up very well. Double Dash was really good. It runs a little slow if you go back to play it today. The handheld ones were really good, and then you have the Wii Mario Kart in there, and it just wasn't good. And everybody played a ton of it because everybody had a Wii. Everybody loves Mario Kart, so you just played this like subpar build of it. It just wasn't that good. They came back, you had the DS one was really good, the 3DS one was really good, and they came back with Mario Kart 8, and that was the first game where you're like, okay, Nintendo is HD now. It looked amazing. The control was perfect. I know that just about when I joined the Southwest Florida Gamers, that was like the main thing that we were playing at meetups because it was just so fun to sit down with 4 players and just rock out some Mario Kart. So yeah, that's my number one game on it. I think it's the one that I'll definitely be busting out the Wii U 10 years from now to play.
What about you, Rambo?
I think I played it one time at a meetup. I'm telling you, I'm not a huge Nintendo guy.
Give us you played it one time in a meetup. We want your review of the game.
I mean, Mario Kart's a classic. I mean, the whole series. I mean, it's a freaking, it's a great, like couch play type game. Like you used to do back in the day. Like your friends sit down on a couch, just hang out, just fucking race, and fucking throw banana peels at each other and shit.
Just fucking race.
Right, so,
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Just fucking race. This is a kid.
They should have put that right on the front cover of Mario Kart.
Kid-ass friendly.
Mario Kart 8. Quote, just fucking race. Unquote.
Fucking race.
JonRambo.
Just race.
All right, so now I want to know, what's your number one game, Rambo?
I mean, does anybody even Smash Bros? Does anybody?
Does anybody even Smash? What kind of introduction is that?
I could totally picture you walking into a bar and saying that.
I mean, there's two. All right. So I would say Smash Bros, but there's a side note, like a game that came out in 2016 that I really want to play is Paper Mario Color Splash. I was a huge Paper Mario fan for the GameCube.
Oh, dude,
that's probably
it's a whole different story. I mean, it's.
No, I know.
It's storytelling's awesome and graphics are awesome, but it ain't like RPG like that.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I've read the reviews, but I mean, Smash. I mean, come on, that's the same thing.
No, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing as Mario Kart.
Yeah, just freaking hop on a couch and just fucking smash your bros.
Yeah, there's this really cool
that
bar
really
up
gate
in
us up big
Orlando.
time.
What's up?
Just hop on a couch and smash your bros.
Smash your bros. I mean, that should be on the couch right there, on the cover of that too, right?
We should have that should be a new segment. Rambo puts the quote on the front of games you love.
We should make a line of T-shirts that just has like the game cover art on there and be like, Mario Kart 8, just fucking race. Sit on a couch and smash your bros.
I'll work on that. I'll work on that with my cricket, okay? I'll make sure it's just Mario Kart 8 logo. It says just fucking race on the bottom of it.
Just fucking racing quote.
See we pat some T-shirts out of this.
We'll open up the Southwest Florida Gamer T-shirt store.
I'm gonna put the logo. Put our logo on the front and on the back. Mario Kart 8, just fucking race, okay?
No,
done.
Flip flop.
What's up?
Flip flop that. You gotta put the logo and
you want that?
You gotta put the stuff on front and the logo on back.
Like a small logo up by the neck? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I got it. I'm envisioning new T-shirts for Southwest Florida gamers right now.
Oh yeah, I want to just sit on the couch and smash your bro's shirt.
Okay, I mean I know you would. That's you freaking. It'll just be a picture of a couch with 4 dudes, like stick figure dudes with our faces on it, and on the back.
No, you got no. That's too complicated. You got to keep it
I don't
simple.
want my face on that shirt. Thanks for the offer, though.
Just smash your bros on the back, underneath the couch. Just smash your bros.
You walk into a meeting sometimes, Scuba, and someone's wearing that shirt.
Oh, man.
Shit. Oh.
So good. All right, so quick question: who did you guys play as in Smash? Who was your main?
Who the fuck was my main in this one? It's been a while since I played Smash.
Yeah, I mean, I did Sheik.
Oh,
and I did.
yeah.
It was like Roy or Martin, one of those guys from Fire Emblem.
I tried to master Mega Man.
That was my main. I loved Mega Man.
Nah, I like Sheik, man. She was so quick and shit. Yeah.
Everybody would be on the other side of the board trying to duke it out, and I just sit there and charge up Mega Man's shot and just.
Yeah. I mean, Ryu was a cool addition to it too. I think. Ryu.
The DLC characters, and now that I come to think, since WiiU's coming to an end, it's probably not a bad idea. Any DLC that you want, like if you haven't bought the Mario Kart DLC, probably go buy it. If you want, all of the DLC characters for Smash, probably go and buy them now.
Maybe a Pokken tournament, probably.
Well, Wii U servers, they'll be up for quite a while to come still, even after the Switch is out.
We lost the Wii Mario Kart servers, going on a year and a half now.
Yeah, but the Wii U's been out for like 5 years.
That's true. I think that Nintendo is just going to pretend like this console never existed.
But here, let me just throw this out there too. So you're saying that they closed out some Mario Kart servers with the console only being out for 5 years?
On the Wii, no, the Wii.
Oh, the Wii. Okay. All right.
They did take down Devil's Third servers. You can't play that online anymore.
But they just, you know what? Yeah, you know what's. Okay, sorry, Joel. We're talking about each other. No.
No, it's okay.
Because they literally just closed the PS2 freaking network like within the last couple months, and that PS2 came out when?
That's Sony.
Yeah, I know, but that's probably the difference between
Microsoft shut down the Halo 2 servers like the second they could.
Yeah.
PS2 network's been up since it's been fucking out. It's like 20 years.
No, I mean, come on, Final Fantasy 11. You haven't been able to play that online on the PS2 in forever.
I wish I could play that.
I'm sure there's like weird servers that you could play it on. That would be pretty cool.
What?
All right. Who's your guys' main in Mario Kart 8?
Roy.
Rambo, who'd you play as?
Yoshi, any Mario Kart game, I always pick Yoshi.
Oh man.
I mean, that's just my go-to. I like
green
the little.
for me.
I like the little green guy that eats eggs.
All right.
Who was your character, Scuba?
Green Turtle.
Green Turtle. Were you a bike or a cart kind of guy?
Never a bike. You got to be the cart.
Yeah, fuck bikes. I hate bikes.
Yeah, and I hate people that play as bikes. So if you're listening and you play as a bike, I hate you.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore, but we all have our things, I guess. That's what makes us unique.
I mean, listen,
Yeah.
Every man's got to draw the line somewhere.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we did pretty well. We had a nice little eulogy. Then afterwards we thought about the good times of the top 3 games. I think that it's time to go ahead and
not talk about Nintendo anymore.
Listen, I'm so lucky, but unfortunately, the Nintendo boner meter is at an 11 right now because we're gonna get all the Switch goodness coming up. So
yeah, I'm about to knock my microphone over.
Whoa.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Don't apologize. I mean, listen. when the PlayStation 5 gets announced, I will be just like.
I mean, I'll be in the same boat with Joel, but not in the same place with the boner.
What were you guys? Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you guys gonna use for oars?
I could joke one over my head.
You're fucking 11-foot boners.
11-foot, man. I'm jealous.
You're Sony boners. Come on, get with it. Hello.
Pro's pretty legit though. I picked up the PS4 Pro. I'm loving it. It's good.
Oh yeah.
It's as close as I'm gonna get to a PS5. Who knows if they'll ever even come out with a PS5? Yeah. I think they might just phone route and just start doing,
a new system,
marginal improvements every couple of years.
Yeah.
Is it like? I mean, do you notice a significant improvement?
All right. What I did notice was that my launch PS4 was chugging really bad in terms of just doing system functions. Like when you would go to look at your news feed to see who's playing what and who.
Yeah.
It would take forever for it to load, and it was taking forever for everything to load. And I think that's because they optimized the PlayStation Network and the system architecture for the PS4 Pro. I don't think they'd ever admit that, but I think that that's the case. I think that if and when I get a PSVR, I think that was another big reason why they did it, because it apparently runs it a lot better. Now, in terms of your just everyday games, I did notice a big difference when I played The Last of Us Remastered when I went back and did the DLC. Okay. It ran more smoothly. The graphics are a little better. Some of the games just have marginal improvements where you're now at 1080p, 60 frames per second, like the Tomb Raider collection. But a lot of games don't have support. The Division actually patched for it, so I'm interested to go back and screw around with that.
Okay.
And Rambo, you got to get on there, man. That's
man. I know, man. I know. I got so much current crap I got to freaking do.
You just got to put away Ark. I
know I do. I mean, I got 20 people in my tribe on PlayStation. I got 4 in my tribe on Xbox. It's a freaking. The thing is, it's because it's real time. Shit can happen. It's not like, another MMO like 14 where you can get offline.
It's just an endless game where there's no end goal, so you just build forts forever.
There's bosses you can summon and fucking kill them and get trophies and shit. That you can put in your house. But it's what?
I'm going to throw something out there. I've been thinking about this lately. Is Ark a skill-based game?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I mean, not really. I mean, when I play on PS4 and there's tribes fucking with us, and they're trying to pick my guys off their, pterodons or their Argentavises, which is like a giant fucking falcon. They don't, but then my guys just pick them right off their mounts and fucking drop them to their deaths. So, I mean, there is potentially a little skill-based to it, but not really. If you get the gist of the game and you fucking, you know what to do and how to do it, it's really, it's not that hard.
My beef with RPGs is that if you just play long enough, you'll beat the game. You don't actually have to get better at it. And I was thinking, how much I enjoyed playing through, Bloodborne, where it's I was getting better at the game and I needed to get better to progress, and how cool that is, as opposed to just a game where if you play for a long time, you'll eventually, your characters become strong enough to beat the game, whereas as opposed to games where you have to actually get better. I wish there were more games that were skill based like that, where it was a matter of you putting the time and getting the skills that you need by actually playing the game.
Go back to the NES.
And I think that's really the answer. You look at Mega Man 2, for example. That game is hard as hell, and it's as you get better at it, it's really rewarding.
Yeah.
I wish there were more games like that on modern systems. I think that we were seeing the wussification of video games, but I think that's a topic for another show.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything I'm playing right now is like that.
I can't really think of anything.
Well, Final Fantasy 14, because I'm big into freaking MMOs, like everybody freaking knows, and that's kind of skill based because there's certain levels and trials and dungeons. If you don't know what to do and how to do it, well, you'll just fucking wipe. and you'll get everybody pissed at you. Like there's certain mechanics you need to avoid and certain mechanics you need to understand before you jump into a fucking 8-person fucking primal fight.
Right, but that you know that I would say that's similar to like, okay, my favorite RPG of all time, everybody knows, is Persona 4. The battle system in Persona 4 is basically a big game of rock, paper, scissors. You have to figure out what the enemies are weak to. You have to protect yourself against, what their strengths are.
Yeah.
And but that's like kind of the RPG thing. I don't consider that being skill based. I feel like that's, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, you actually tactile have to get better at the game in order to progress.
Yeah,
and
I
wish there was more games like that, and there really aren't any. I guess online shooters are like that.
Yeah, but that's just dumb luck too sometimes.
There's a lot of dumb luck.
Like Call of Duty, that's just fucking dumb luck.
Whoever gets to shoot first in Call of Duty wins.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of learning the maps.
Yeah, basically.
What a nice ramble going on here for a while.
Yeah. Oh my god, so many notifications on Xbox right now. Sorry.
All right. So, anything else, fellas? I think we shouted out the next meetup. That's like the next big thing going on.
Yeah.
Come one, come all. The more, the merrier. Even if you're listening, you've never shown up. Last one we had tons of people show up that had never been to them before. They had a lot of fun. It's fun to just hang out, have a couple adult beverages and play some video games.
Absolutely. And most of the time those adult beverages are provided. But
and we only serve 21 and over, just so I'm throwing that public service announcement out there.
Thank you for that.
I mean,
Save
no problem.
my ass legally.
Yes, or everybody's ass potentially.
Yeah. But and I mean, again, it's on January 28th. All the information can be found on the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/SWFL Gamers. Unfortunately, we didn't have any emails or any voice messages left for this podcast to play.
Okay.
Yeah. But if anyone's interested for
future, where are you at?
For future reference, you can call us at 813-444-7935 and leave a message. We'll play it on air. Or you can email us any questions or comments at swflgamers@gmail.com.
We just had another one of my friends. He just followed us on Twitter, Matt, just so you know.
Yay. Welcome.
You like that picture?
My plug, if you are on PlayStation Network, join the Southwest Florida Gamers community on PSN. Up on the top of the cross media bar, you'll see the little 3 faces. Click on that, search for Southwest Florida Gamers, join up, play games with other Southwest Florida Gamers.
How's that? Has that been growing at all?
We have more members than we started out with, but
well, it wasn't just me and you, Joel, right? It was just the two of us.
It was just us two, and I think we're up to like seven people. So it's a slow grow.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder how
all great things come in time.
We gotta like throw that out there some more, like tweet it out or something, so more people see it.
Yeah, I think that the number of people in the PlayStation Network community is indicative of the number of people that listen to the podcast.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's.
Well, that's good. I mean, if we got 7 listeners, that's like 5 more than we thought. I thought.
That's 7 more than we had when we started, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's only one person on there I don't know. Everybody else I know.
Who's the person you don't know?
MSH Rattlehead.
That's Pat. You know everybody.
I don't know Pat. I don't know his gamer tag, but okay. I mean, I know everybody on there.
That is Pat.
Okay, that's Pat. Okay.
Yeah, you should add him as a friend.
I should add him as a friend.
And you know what? Give shout outs to everybody else that's in there. Drop their.
All right, so we got Demise Josh. Josh, I used to work with at Florida Cancer. I don't know if I can throw that out there. I just throw where I work out. Okay. Future Man, Big Mike, and then Gummy Bear Yum Yum, Matt, if you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
But she goes by Grawl. Is her PSN handle. But
all right. So if you're listening, you got a PlayStation, join up.
I need to buy a PlayStation just so I can join up as well.
I've still got mine. My brother hasn't paid me for it yet.
What? Weren't you gonna sell it into Amazon or some shit?
I was, but then my brother was like, "Don't sell it. I'll give you." He was like, "I'll give you $150 for it." I was like, "Well, you're my brother. Okay, I'll give it to you for $150." Never sent me the money.
Son of a bitch.
I'm trying to find a way if we can freaking. I mean, the only thing I can think of, Joel, is if we screenshot it and put it on the page so everybody knows.
Yeah, you can do a screenshot and just tweet it out there.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Go.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, Rambo. Any plugs?
Not that I can think of right now, off the top of my head.
Rambo's Randos.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, me and Matt I gotta get back into streaming. I mean, it's the freaking. Don't laugh, Matt. Come on. I have to. I mean, I've been freaking slacking. I mean,
You should just become like the world's most preeminent Broforce streamer.
Just Broforce.
Just always playing Rambo. Just 24/7 Broforce.
No, but I'm, because I got my PS camera. Maybe I'm thinking I get a red bandana and just tie it around my head.
Oh, there you go. Get a little face paint, a little war paint. Just stream Broforce.
Yeah, just get some of that like black grease shit and like put one line under each of your eyes.
James Smith in the comments just said, "What's up, fellas? What's up, James? Welcome to the show."
Is that James?
James and Games. James and Games. Yeah, buddy.
Oh shit! I got
shout out.
He has a shop up at Flea Masters, and he had a matching Mario thermos for like this Mario lunchbox that I had. So now my Mario lunchbox thermos set is complete.
So you did actually have the lunchbox?
Yeah, I found it. It's from 1988. Okay. It's pretty sweet.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna have to go visit James and get myself a copy of Super Metroid because I've been looking for one for a while.
You're gonna have to find what? Say that again.
A copy of Super Metroid.
Oh, you were saying that the other day. You were posting that in chat. You're looking for one.
Yeah, and I don't want to I'd rather support a good local reseller like him as opposed to just go on eBay and give it to some.
Yeah, shoot him a message on his page. He's got a Facebook page. I think it's just James N ' Games or something like that. And ask him if he's got a Super Metroid in stock. Yeah.
All right, well let's wrap it up.
All right.
I'm really excited about the exit music. It's a little bit more laid back than usual, but I think it really fits the tenor of this episode.
Yeah, I thought we had good tenor.
The truth is, we have no idea what the exit music is going to be.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Rambo, how's your tenor doing?
How's my what?
All right, never mind. Where can we find you online, Rambo?
My swing level? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, where's your swing level at?
I mean, it's nowhere near where yours is.
Well, that's beyond obvious.
I mean, yeah, duh. Duh. You can find me JonRambo, FIEDIN, pretty much anywhere.
Scuba, where can we find you?
Scuba Hustle, all platforms. My body is ready.
Sounds like Reggie. And you can find me online at SWFL Gamers anywhere. I'll be on there as Oishii-san. So, Joel, let's do the out music. How did that ever become a thing?
Is that the safety dance in 8-bit?
Oh, you know what that is? People, my name's Scuba Hustle. That song's Do the Hustle.
Oh, is it?
When I kill people in online games, I always start doing that.
Do the hustle. That's pretty diabolical, man.
Yeah. Should I play Rambo music in the background, like an M60 just shooting at somebody?
No, you just need to go. You drew first blood.
Yeah. What am I doing?